every now and then, 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 every now and then. I gotta tell the devil, no stopping, no stopping. This won't stop me because I'm more than a conqueror, and I got the power to cast them out. I don't know what you ain't doing. I don't know what you ain't doing. But I know I ain't the only one that's been to hell. I know. I'm not the only one that's been lied on. Hey, Michelle, I know I'm the only one that's been talked about. But how many times when you come in here and act like your knee card and you ain't got a testimony or a prayer to tell the devil, yeah, I know you're at my house, but by the time I get back there, you better be gone. Tierra Hallway. Tierra Hallway. How many times will I come in here and just usher, not knowing what I left, what I got before I got here? Hey, Nicole Jones, how many times will I come here and keep my mouth quiet like I'm satisfied with what the devil is doing? How many times? See, when I came here, I was already told it was not church. So why am I still waiting for 3 points and a conclusion? Well, I was already informed that this place wasn't church. If I need to roll in the floor, I'm going to start rolling. If I need to start running, I'm going to run. But I don't have to be conformed in a box of religion. I don't have to be conformed in a box of tradition. But I got to say, God, I've been waiting to get here. Because hell been going crazy. Catrice came through the door. Let me get it straight. You my usher.
With grace, God.
But you look like one of them I left outside.
Come on, set it up.
Jesus. Come on, God.
I watch you look me from head to toe.
Come on, Jesus.
I watch you look at me like I didn't belong here. I watch you look at me to say you look new. I never seen you before. I watch you wonder how I was coming. But see, before I came through the door, I had an issue. Before I left my house, I had a situation. Before I got to my car, I had a condition. And it rolled me all the way here. That's why I'm here. So if what I was dealing with first was rolling here, then how you look at me don't matter. Then how you shot me up don't matter. Because all I know is I need to get up here. Because see, what stopped me is worrying about y'all. What messed me up is worrying about y'all. So I gotta get to a place of knowing my help is here and not care how y'all look. Danielle, if I worry about what y'all think, it's gonna mess me up all over again. If I worry about how you're looking at me, it's gonna mess me all up again. Because even then I came to the door with an addiction. But my addiction never wanted me to live it. My addiction don't want me set free. My addiction don't want me walking love. My addiction want me to focus on everybody that fought me, talk about me, lied on me, so I can come in here and be angry with those who did something to me and not realize he saw better than me.
Oh my God.
when all of y'all saw the worst of me. So if he saw the best of me, he's giving me an opportunity to give him my best again. See, I messed up last month, but I got another chance. I fell down last month, but I got another chance. I didn't do everything right, but I got another chance. So why are you going to keep doing? You've been given another chance. Hey, this ain't another chance, nigga. Thanks, nigga, because you the only one making me feel like I'm talking about something right. Nigga, he's not giving me another chance to prove to him that I love him. He's giving me another chance to show the devil he can never stop me. See? Patrice, where you going with this, Pastor Carter? See, I'm only angry because I felt defeated. I'm only up. But see, when I see the day is telling the devil, you can never stop me. Show the devil what you call bad, God call good. I'm only here today because what you thought didn't qualify me qualified me. I'm here today because what you said God didn't love, he told me he loved. See, everything about me God made. So whether you like it or not, he made me. So you gotta talk back to the devil. I am what God made me to be. And you can't stop me. Can I make this plain for some of you? See, if the devil could beat you, you wouldn't be here. If the devil was winning, you wouldn't be here. And if you found God, you wouldn't be here. But everything you thought you failing. Who am I talking to? Thank God for the beating. Thank God for the persecution. Thank God for the lying. Because if it was never for a lie, I would have never known I was a celebrity. If it wasn't and all Myers, thank God for the attack. Because I would have never known I was anointed. The witches only came to steal your anointing. See, the enemy came after you not because you was bad, but because you was good. And he tried to make your good look bad. See. The enemy came after you because you're anointed, not because you ain't anointed. See, the enemy been at your house because you got gifts and talents you know nothing about, not because you're empty. See, they don't like you talk about you. Let me tell you something. I talked to y'all a little bit yesterday. But see, when you're anointed, he'll use the closest thing to you to make them think you're not. When you're anointed, he'll make your son look like he fall away from God. When you're anointed, he'll make your daughter look like she want nothing to do with God. When you're anointed, you'll have a husband say, I ain't coming to church. When you're anointed, if you wasn't anointed, everybody will be in church. But because you're get me out these sheets ain't tonight. Jesus! Get me out these. See, the reason why the enemy has come to your house attacking you and your mind and your kids because he don't want nobody to hear from you. But God has put a word down on your belly man, to tell the rest of the family. But if you can use the people in your family, they won't believe he's using you to speak to the family. Get me out. Get me out. Come on. Come on. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here, baby. Come here, Donisha. If I would have focused on what they were doing, I would never have felt like I was called. She ain't got to walk slow.
Oh, make it plain.
They rolled the man down on his bed. She had to let her behind the devil. Send her and bring her back. Let her go. Let her go. I'm going to take my time with her. I'm still going to use her.
Have your way, God.
Have your way, God.
When he called me, nothing in my house was looking like I was called. Before he called me, Nika, they were doing good in school. Before he called me, they was well managed. Before he called me, they was saying, "What can I do for you, Ma?" Before he called me, they was honoring church food. Before he called me. But after he called me, I don't know who I'm coming for because I don't know my house is there.
Thank you, Lord.
He called me. See, I love that this is a healing center, not a church. You look nice today, by the way.
Come on, God.
And you got on black today because it's communion.
Come on,
God,
God.
ain't teaching. God, ain't teaching. God, ain't teaching. I'm going to work this thing.
Come on, God.
But once he called me, my daughter started changing her mind.
My God. Come on.
She had a season.
Come on, God. Jesus.
But it was at the time I was ready to get ordained. So everybody could see that the daughter ain't even with her.
Come on, Pastor.
It was at the time that I was being called into ministry. Because of them not to see her, they won't receive me. But the spiritual ones would have known she got to be anointed for the enemy to even be trying with my child. But if she wasn't anointed, he wouldn't even bother her. But because she's going to make an impact and change the world, I got to use something to make the people know she is who she is. So, but she changed her mind. It was us two. But what it was, I couldn't get angry with her. I had to use what I had to pray for her. So, my prayers with him brought her back and caused him to change his mind. It made him change his mind because the enemy I was praying out of her jumped on him. But I never thought to cover him. I just needed him to pray with me to bring her back.
You are helping. Go on.
But all the prayers that me and him was praying revealed to her what was going on with him. Because before she changed her mind, she was fasting and praying with me. God was using her to encourage me. God was using her to open my eyes. And the one thing I'm reminded, as my dad was transitioning, he told her, whatever happened, don't leave your mother's side. So her faith, even though she changed her mind, didn't mean she wasn't anointed. Even though she changed her mind, didn't mean she couldn't hear from God. Even though she changed her mind, it wasn't that God couldn't use her. She just had to realize it was the enemy trying to separate her from the root. But because I invested so much in my children, I lived holy before my children. I read the word in front of my children. I fasted in front of them. I hid nothing from them. That they got to a season that they had to return back. Why? Because I didn't shove the word of God down their mouth. I didn't force Christianity on them. I was the Bible. He just shifted. They're back here not because I fought them. They're back here because I lived it before them. So all of you who fighting your children and get to church, they ain't moved by that. They want to see your lifestyle. And when your lifestyle line up, they won't fight you no more. And see what kept me going in spite of them turning. I didn't worry about what y'all thought about them. Is my mother back? Reel her right on around. Because so many times, Keith, what messes us up, we're really in a good place, but we're worrying about what other people think about the place that we're in. What takes us out of the will is you trying to figure out if I'm really who I say I am because of what she does. Stuff. You better take it off. Okay, be fine. What stopped me from being great is wondering about y'all thinking I'm not. But what slowed me down? Oh my God. Because I was moving fast. There was an enemy right there that wanted to slow me down. But he knew how much they meant to me. So he used them to slow me down. How did he use them? Worrying about what they thought about them. But he gave me a message halfway that my ransom was coming.
I remember.
As a result of me not just hearing it, but applying it, I didn't care what y'all thought. I kept on preaching. And as a result of preaching, as a result of not worrying about what people think, what people say, what people felt, my tree kept growing. So in spite of what I sort of heard y'all doing, I had a tree to look at. That if they were so bad, it wouldn't be for. If they were so bad, it wouldn't be so. But it told me that the ground that I planted them in was good. Nelly, when I stopped worrying about them and kept reminding myself of my tree, I got past what they felt. And guess what? She came back better. He did too. somebody was more against me than for me. But when, Kevin, I got to a place that all I had is us, I started sowing in us.
Okay.
Start sowing.
Jesus. My God.
Because when everybody else forsake me, they had my back.
Okay.
When everybody else left me, they had my back. And even though they were doing their thing, they still had my back.
That's right.
Because they had to be reminded they only still here because of what I put in them. And they said, maybe I don't like it, don't feel good, but I love it because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And because I messed up, I made it back because of what? Repent. So guess what? Her last name changed. They said, but she wasn't married. How can I minister to you if she was? How could I be effective to you if she was? So she had to have them out of wedlock. So when I preach to you, you wouldn't say, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes. That's right.
But because I'm anointed. And because I'm a threat to the kingdom of darkness. I had enough power. Where you at, God?
Come on, God.
Come on over here.
Come on, God. Jesus.
Because see, I got to tell you, even though you messed up, make it right. But see, I can't be so spiritual and deep and think you can't make a mistake because my neighbor. Why is he taking me this way today? See, let me tell you what qualifies you being anointed. That you can mess up and still make it right. So when I get up here and preach, y'all won't think I'm perfect. Y'all know I'm imperfect just like y'all. But I serve a perfect God who perfects my imperfections.
Come on, God.
Because so many times, Kevin, there are preachers behind the pulpit won't be transparent and make the people think they gotta be perfect. But God said I gotta raise up a nation. So it took me to be dirty to raise them up. It took But guess what? It's still bearing fruit. Because the ground was good. But if she would have strayed away, she would have never. But I know. Okay. Bear fruit, God. So she only stopped bearing fruit by reconnecting to what bear. So then I got a son. When you're a dead man, you don't mind God putting your mess on display. So the enemy started attacking, not using. He started attacking my son. This is my baby boy. I lost one. So it was hard for me to let go. And because he knew I lost one, he tried to attack one. Because of the pain I was still feeling from the other one. He knew he would be my greatest distraction because of me losing one. Am I walking me? that she was going to be here no matter what. But he made me worry about, focus on the one I already loved.
Come on.
And as a result of losing one, it was hard to let him go.
Uh-huh.
But the more I was holding on to him, the worse he was becoming.
You preaching. You preaching.
The more I tried to pull him back, the more I tried to hold on, the more I said, not my baby boy. Things got worse. Only for God to show me what my bad on his hands. Things got worse only for God to show me what my fight was in. But the moment
I got it.
I don't know what this message is. That ain't my message. That, even though he strayed, he had to come back. Because the Bible said, train them up in the way they should go. And when they get older, they shall not depart. Once he realized that I wasn't his enemy, and he stopped fighting me, and started fighting back at the enemy, he's here.
Thank you, Lord.
Not only is he here, but on the first Sunday, he got on black. But this is only the evidence to tell the devil, you thought he was far from the way. You thought he was out the will. When you out the will, you don't know how to dress. But can no man curse what God has already blessed? And can nobody call dirty what God has clean? Then you got the pictures when I wash him.
Have your way, God. Clear it up, Pastor.
So,
Help.
so they made it back. They closed.
Yes, come on.
Ministry growing. Just celebrated 4 years. Here they come off from Maryland Avenue. So we had to send something out. Give me some old edge.
Come on. Hallelujah. Do it. They gotta render.
So what I gotta do is remind myself that when she went that way, she came back. And when he went that way, he came back. What I gotta do is remind myself that everything he tried to touch, he couldn't keep. And to remind myself that everything he tried to touch made me better. Now that I'm better, death don't stand a chance. Come on, y'all, walk with me. Walk with me. Come on, boy. Hands up.
Let them know who you are. He's not.
Cause see, the one he was using to help for Ebony, he pushed it aside. Come on, boy.
Jesus. Jesus.
Because he knew my faith alone wasn't going to change the doctor's report.
Come on, God. Come on, God. Come on, God.
Let my seeds
Jesus.
that I did enough for will come in agreement with me too. Because today we got enough faith to change the doctor's report. Because if I ain't saved your mother, I saved your child. And if I ain't saved your child, I saved you. So you see.
Come on.
Thank you, Lord, for the shift. Thank you, Lord, for the shift.
She's in good ground. But guess what? Even when the devil don't want to let go. Even when addiction don't want to give way. I got enough power in the building to say you don't have a choice but to go. Thank God for a strong husband who can watch my heart.
Come on, God.
Because he got to be my
Trust you, God.
To break addiction. You've given me the anointing to break addiction. You've given me the anointing to break addiction. Today I break addiction. The stronghold and the strong man. Open your mouth. Say Jesus. 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 Every demonic, every satanic entanglement. The blood of Jesus, the addiction, cigarette, nicotine. Oh, Shamaya. Come on, you corporate. And see, in my house, he's at yours. And he's working out my situation, he's working out yours. And he's dealing with my mother, he's dealing with your daughter. Come on, y'all, come on. We gotta kill it today. We gotta kill it today. We gotta destroy it today. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, guys. Some of your mothers are in trouble. Some of your family members are in trouble. What you make happen for somebody else, God turn around and do for you. In Jesus' name. Satan, I'm under your power, Lord, for this life. Powerless. Y'all can go back to your sleep. In Jesus' name. Amen. Put your hands together. We believe in it. We believe the report of the Lord. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me help some of you out. We can pray for the will of God, but we can't go against what they want.
Come on, God.
Let me help you. Let me help you. For all of you who saw this demonstration, it's still up to them after getting delivered. Do they want to stay free? preach for a little while?
Yes.
Can I preach for a little while? Thanks everyone. Thanks sons and daughters. Thanks members. Thanks leaders. That's what leadership ministry is about. It ain't about looking cute and acting like you can run this thing by yourself. I ain't the one that can do it by myself. I pour inside of y'all because one day I'm going to need y'all. So today, if I can move. Never go and confront an enemy if the atmosphere is not conducive. Leave them. Because nothing is going to happen. You got to make the atmosphere conducive for them to get delivered. Let me talk to us. For all of us think to say we got to get on our knees now and lay me down to sleep. I taught on prayers yesterday. And it was demonstrated that prayer is not always just a form of God help me, heal me. You got to create such an atmosphere first before you can even hear. And some of us are praying from emotions and feelings due to how we feel. But we got to talk to God, get honest with God, so we can hear God. God taught us another form of prayer yesterday. So some of you say, I thought this was corporate prayer. It was the whole service. It was prayer. And I'm saying for some of the ones I know should have been here that missed demonstration. I know certain ones should have been here for that one. But like I said yesterday, be honest with yourself. Mental illness, I'm be on that one for a minute. It's so true. Mental illness is more than a church service. You really need therapy. You need counseling. So when you find yourself getting frustrated with the pastor, she can't deal with mental illness. She can cast that demon out, but you still need therapy because it's beyond the surface of what she can see. And they are your secrets because guess what? I can deal with that demon, but your mental illness ain't going nowhere. Some of you really need therapy. And that's not being smart, that's telling you some truth because you can keep sitting around here and think you're going to get better and only get worse because your mental won't allow you to open up to receive anything that's going on here. Because you still feel like she can't tell me nothing, she don't tell me what to do. That's your mental, baby, that ain't your spirit. Okay. I got to teach it, I'm a pastor. That's what I'm here sent for. To make things plain for you to understand. So whenever you find yourself being rebellious, say, no, I ain't getting with that, I don't want to hear that. That's your mind. Because once the mind is healed, then the body can be free. But the battlefield lies in the mind that you'll never get free. So everything you have conjured in your mind has caused you to believe and has caused your body to react. Whenever you get to a place to knowing that God has placed somebody over me and I'm still fighting against the person he placed over me, it's my mind that don't want to receive. I don't care who you are. If he made you a member of this church, I'm still Pastor First. I got to say that one. If you're a member, I'm the pastor. I'm your pastor first. So whatever comes out of my mouth is sent to help you, not hurt you. And whenever you find yourself fighting against what God has given me to teach you, then if you got mental issues. Know how I know? Because everybody you go through down the line can't even help you make sense out of what you found wrong. And your frustration is because they won't make sense out of what you're saying that don't make sense. And your mind will cause you to make you feel like you're right when you're wrong because they don't want to hear the truth because truth is tied to your deliverance. But the mind will tell you it's not right, it's out of the way, it ain't real. No, baby, the mind can't even comprehend what the Spirit is doing or saying. The mind can't even articulate the Spirit. It cannot. Because nothing is in the mind but foolishness, garbage. The mind. If it was so, why is the mind the battlefield? Because the mind is empty. Full of mess. The mind is full of corruptness from our past, from our childhood. And that's why our body is jacked up because our about the prophet. I'm trying to get here. About the prophet. The prophet don't follow the protocol of church. The prophet don't follow the protocol of church. Why? Because the prophet been sent to interrupt the foolishness of the church. The prophet don't come in agreement with the foolishness of the church. The prophet has been sent to transform lives. So what they think is right is not right to the prophet. That's why everybody don't surround themselves to the prophet, because they can't make sense out of him. The prophet come to reveal, expose, and uncover.
Yes.
The prophet have a greater passion than the pastor for their people.
Yes.
How? Explain it. Explain it. I'm glad you want me to explain it. Because even when the prophet says somebody still don't get it, they break it down to the lowest denominator. And if the pastor see you ain't getting it, he said maybe you'll get it next Sunday. And if you don't get it next Sunday, you don't get it and you stay here. No, baby, the prophet will empty themselves so you can get it. That's why the devil don't like the prophet. That's why the devil can't stand the prophet. Because the prophet sees the enemy. And anybody who's bearing an enemy, the prophet can't stand. Because that demon knows you're going to risk.
Come on.
The enemy of the mind. Know you're on to it. So it's a assignment to throw things at you so you can back up from there. But a prophet never back up. It never changed. It remains and keep on working in the vein.
My God. My God.
Belinda.
It ain't working, Jesus.
So, I come to help you today because this is a next chapter. I'm going to help us because it's a new chapter. And I had to come that way so y'all can stop fighting in the season. So you can get healed. You're only holding up your own healing process and tying up your own blessings. It's not me. And it ain't God. It's you that want to fight against everything God has given me for you. Pastor Burke. And sometimes we can mess the transparency up to get close and say, friend, no, pastor, keep me right here. Mother, wife, I'm pastor first. Because guess what? I consult God first. And me consulting God first, you have to respect the office He's giving you first.
Come on, God.
Let me. So I gotta get us here for us to go over there. And if I don't teach it, we'll never get there. We'll keep fighting against here. Guess what? After this teaching, there's no more excuses.
No.
Excuses are lies.
Yes, God.
And lies are reservations. Reservations, you never wanted to come here and change. You just wanted to come and see what was going on. And pick.
Yeah.
But everything you pick gonna bite you because you don't understand what you're picking. It got thorns on the butt.
Not off that vine. Come on. Not off that one. You gotta cut it off. Come on.
All you see is a tree. But you don't know there's some thorns on this bush. Okay. All you see is my black skirt and top. You don't know there's some thorns under there. Because He knew what I was going to encounter and come up against on my journey. So He put some hidden thorns upon me. So when you go to touch me, you say, ouch. You can't mess with a man or woman who's hidden in Christ. You can't. I don't care what you try to do. But let me tell you, anybody who fights against a man or woman, God has a strong man that don't want to be free. So and fight the hell so you can remain hurt. Come on, Holy Ghost. If the enemy didn't know what I carry, he wouldn't use you to keep attacking.
Come on.
But because the enemy know what I carry and what I produce, he want to keep using you to fight me to hinder you, not me. See, he's going to use you to make me better and use you to jack you up. Hold on, he said take you back down memory lane. Where you're living at, what you have right now has been taught to me. He used me to prophesy. He used me to activate. But he don't want you to get no further than where you at now. And he don't want you to get better than what you have now. So he'll cause you to fight the hand that fed you to fit.
Come on, God.
Nick, if you bite the hands, there's no hand to feed. So the reason why I look like everybody else getting blessed, but you done picked the hand that was helping you to help. Ask me, can I finish this? I'm gonna try now. Come on, y'all. John 12. I'm 30 minutes. John 12, 24 and 25. Stand for the reading of the word of the Lord. Y'all sat down long enough. Y'all should be fine now. It's good to see all new members here today. Amen. I've been sending my administrator after you. I'm gonna get her to reach out to the other young man. But I need a... Oh, shit. I was going to say I need another couple family. John 12, 24, 25. Oh, yes. Are we there? Hey, Dan. Love you, baby. Say more, need more time, Pastor. I ain't there yet. Hey, CJ. Love you, baby. Y'all, do y'all need more time? Read. Hey, honey, put our hands together for a man of God. He's in the house. Okay, let me read. I'm coming from the Message Bible. It's healing in the building. It's healing in the atmosphere. I'm telling you, if you leave here bound, that enemy didn't want you delivered. If you leave here angry, bitter, that's your enemy. And guess what? I encourage you to schedule an appointment with a therapist. It's a sign of mental illness. John 12, verses 24 and 25. I'm reading out the message. Y'all say y'all there. So let me read. Listen carefully. Not in the judgment seat. Nelly, you help me pick up? Listen carefully. Where's Laquan? Huh? Listen carefully. Hey, go in my office real quick, Belinda. I got those seeds in my basket. Listen carefully. Unless a grain of wheat is buried in the ground, dead to the world, it is never any more than a grain of wheat. But if it is buried, just because it was planted don't mean it was buried. D, you gonna work the last Sunday of the month for you because you've been on fire, D. Yes. I can't wait. Rod, get ready. The youth is coming back. Yes. Devontae, I saw him in the house. Devontae, gird your loins. Unless a grain of wheat is buried in the ground, dead to the world, it is never any more than a grain of wheat. So, because you have a few things, the only way you'll be able to appreciate and enjoy the few things you have to be buried, baby. But if it is buried, it sprouts and reproduces itself many times over. And the reason why you're not bearing any more sprouts is because you refuse to die. The reason why it's not getting better. The reason why you don't have no peace. The reason why you don't have no joy, because you have allowed the enemy to uproot your seed. But before the enemy came, you was buried.
Wow.
How do you know, Pastor Carter, I was buried? Because Crystal Holland, you didn't feel what you feel now. You didn't care who didn't like you before. You didn't worry about who wasn't speaking. But now you have allowed the enemy to pluck you up. You feel and see everything. Y'all, it's in the pen box.
Come on.
In the same way, anyone who holds on to life just as it is, destroy that life. Anybody who worship what they have gonna lose what they have. Anybody who love what they have more than they love God, they're gonna lose what they have. Baby, you gotta be buried, and you have allowed the enemy to uproot your seed with your emotions, with your flesh, and your mindset. God did this. Fruitful, right? You got it already now. First, fruitful, right? See. You just caught it. If I'm fruitful, how is it he can find a seed he already planted? Because I have entertained every lie he told me. And as a result of entertaining, he only stripped me down to where he could find a seed that was buried. He uprooted. So the reason why you're so defensive and taking everything personal in this season because the enemy has uprooted you from a place God was trying to bury you in. He uproots you because you're full of pride. He uproots you because you think you know everything. He uproots you because you can't be wrong over nothing. He uproots you because you refuse to submit to your pastor. He uproots you because you have no respect of the leadership. He uproots you because you thought you was big, bad, and bougie. He uproots you with all of the stuff that was in you, not in the house, because this was the house covering you. But when the enemy came, and the more I remain faithful, so it don't matter. The devil don't matter me becoming fruitful. He just have a problem with me staying plentiful. But if it's buried, it sprouts and reproduces itself many times over. You see me getting better, not better. See, you'll keep reproducing if you remain dead. You stop producing when you wake up and say, oh, I'm naked. How did I get naked? Adam and Eve was good until they ate. They didn't know they were naked until they rebelled. You won't find it till you start rebelling.
Come on. You better walk.
That's good.
You won't find why you were paying tithe and offering. You only got back when you thought you could skip a Sunday.
Come on, God. You the bone.
You didn't get uprooted till you thought you knew more than what she knew. You didn't fall into damage and trouble until you thought you could do it different than what she was telling you. You didn't become angry until it wasn't feeling good to you no more. You didn't get frustrated until you knew you couldn't have that anymore. You only started fighting the one who could see you using tools you had no business using.
Come on, God.
You gotta go. I'll see you next Sunday, but I'm gonna take my time. I'm not responsible to the writer of this message. In the same way, anyone who holds on to life just as it is, destroy that life. But if you let it go,
Let it go.
seeds.
Come on, God.
Come on, God.
Oh, my God. Help
My
me.
grandson,
Come on.
my mother, my sister.
Come on, God.
Come on.
And I had a choice.
Come on.
If I was going to keep on thinking I can fix them, I had a choice if I was going to keep on thinking I can change them. I had a choice if I thought I could deliver them. I had a choice if I thought I could change their mind. But once I realized this battle ain't mine, it belongs to the Lord. It got to die before it can even breathe. Come on.
My God.
She is on it.
But if you let it go, see, you don't know to let it go because you don't read your word. But if you let it go reckless in your love, you'll have it forever. Though you release it, you'll still have it because it was in your heart. Isaiah, Elijah. That's how we are in the spirit. All of you didn't know that. Elijah. When I lost my son, everybody told me let him go. You good, Fee. Do your thing. Elijah, everybody told me to let him go. And I was like, who they think this is my son? They said, let him go. I was like, no. But they wasn't saying let him go. They was telling me let go of the pain that was holding me up. Letting go don't mean I ain't going to have memories. Letting go don't mean I don't love him. Letting go of the thing that's holding me up from breathing, from surviving, from living. But what they were telling me, let him go so I can live. Because to hold on. Chris, I'm a good. To hold on was only suffocating me, blindfolding me that I couldn't see the blessing in front of me because I was holding on to pain, not my child. on to it. Real holding on to it, I wasn't growing. Real holding on to it, I wasn't believing. Real holding on to it, I wasn't trusting. Because all I can see, my son wasn't here. Why you take him? I'm walking today. All I can see is other people got another chance, why he didn't. Real, all I can see is I lay my life down so it wouldn't happen to him how it happened to him. So what he was telling me to release so he can make sense out of what I was holding on to, he could never make sense as long as I was holding on. Couldn't grow. My self-esteem, my confidence, my trust was destroyed until I took what I had in my hand and put in the ground. That I was able to let go of the anger, the bitterness, the resentment towards God, taking my child to understanding the reason why he had to remove him. So I can start something like this. Because after getting big, the enemy try to come after your seeds to destroy it, to stop this. So y'all can say, oh, she's supposed to be anointed, but look at her son, look at her daughter, look at her husband. So he had to remove things that y'all would judge early later. Even though it hurt him. When you lay down your life for Christ, you're going to lose some things. And that's why we don't lay it down, because we want the car, the house, the man, the wife. You only get better when you surrender to all of it. Say, none of this matter. Naked I came, naked I leave. See, none of these things matter to me. That's why I'm so anointed. That ain't bragging. That's helping you. Okay? Part 2. Okay. Y'all gonna have to see. Y'all gonna have to see because y'all making me breathe. I got 6 minutes.
60 minutes.
If I can tag this shit talking up, what's that shit there? Okay. Thanks, Shaquille. Don't sleep on him, Chris. If I can tag this, yeah. Catrice, if I can tag this. Got up early this morning, I didn't want to, I was enjoying sleep. And the Holy Spirit said, next chapter, hashtag part 2. If you remember service last Sunday, this is part 2. But it's the next chapter, meaning you got to let everything up until now go. The reason why you got to let it go because you won't be effective in this chapter. Because the things that walked with you up until here were the things that made you, oh my God, a reject, a recall. When they call in for a recall, that means they can't use it no more. It's not effective. Some of you been on the recall list last chapter. Oh, y'all ain't like that. Last week, Patrice, you gonna help me? Last week, we talked about, and the enemy don't like long service because if you take too long, you might get on to him. The enemy don't like long services. Know why? Because you got a few minutes you ain't calling, but he's so eager to know he's about to get called. And he's so eager for you to do the benediction. Anybody hanging Nancy around, you say the blood, the blood, the blood. Because I'm a benediction. If they up, they want to take all day, but you up, they want you to hurry up. Last week we talked about the branch that does not bear fruit, the Lord cut away. Can I tell you your mood swings, anger, depression, frustration, Need a validation, addiction stem from the branch or branches that were cut away. Give me my tree, please. Thanks, dear. It caused some of us to divert back to the old man, our addictions, our lifestyle. Because what came up on the tree was what's inside of us. Because whatever you sow, you reap. So whatever you've been reaping on your tree had nothing to do with me. Whatever you're going through right now has nothing to do with my ministers. What you're going through right now has nothing to do with my leaders. It's all of the stuff on your tree that you've been carrying for years that you would never lay down. Nick, I just heard the Holy Ghost. If you would have buried it, you wouldn't be reaping it. The reason why you're reaping it because you never buried your sin. You kept creeping, red light special. Somebody shout next chapter. Next chapter. Nevertheless, you have a choice to continue to operate in a lifestyle that displeases God or line up according to His will. You have a choice. Tap your neighbor and say, you know, this is just like the 4th of July. I'm glad you asked me what you're talking about. Say it's independence. Tell them if you run out, you gotta get yourself out this round. So if you want to be delivered, you gotta get delivered this time. But guess what, y'all? I turned y'all up into here. This is the next chapter. You gotta do it by yourself. If you want it, you can have it. It's yours. Nevertheless, you have a choice to operate in that lifestyle that displeases God or line up according to His will, plan and purpose for your life, or your branches will continue to be cut away. You'll end up being a naked tree with no covering and no fruit. I was driving here, Felicia, this morning, and the man directly across the street from me was coming up jogging. Right? And I was going down. And Nicole, I said, he got a nice house. They getting a deck built around the back. They got a creek door around. They got all of that. And that's how some of us do. We look at what the people outside have, but not knowing they got to work harder to keep it. He working probably 2 jobs. Him and his wife work. I don't know how many hours they work and how many jobs they work, but I know they working harder than me because I'm at home and I'm doing good. What am I saying? We gotta stop idling what's going on outside and start researching what's inside, holding us up from living good like the outside. I ain't making no sense to the devil, but I'm making a sense to the Christian, to the believer. I ain't talking to you, devil. I'm talking to the Christian in front. You made a law. The devil can't stop nothing only when we refuse to stop. The devil can't stop nothing only when we stop talking. The devil can't stop nothing only when we're not confident that we were called. When you are confident in the call, you don't care if he respond, react, roll his eyes, close his eyes, fall asleep. You still going to deliver what God gave you to deliver. Whether we at the poolside, at the movies, or in the great produce section picking more food. I don't know what y'all did last night. Y'all too tired for me, but I'm coming for the ones that won it. I'm coming. this.
I like
Y'all don't like this. The devil don't like this, Ken. Because it's exposure. It's conviction. They want, you going to get a house, you want to get a car, you going to get your money. But if you ain't got a good brain, you ain't getting nothing but disappointment. I don't care where you work, how much you make, you can't enjoy it, baby, because you're frustrated. You so eager to say, is everybody else fault but yours? You know what? I like irritating the devil when he start bugging me. You sure want to bug me because I'm irritating the hell out of you. The prophet. Journey with me to the Word of God in the Message Bible. You don't have to stand. I'm going to read it. John 12, 24 and 25. Listen carefully. Unless a grain of wheat is buried in the ground, dead to the world, it is never any more than a grain of wheat. I don't care what you have. If you're never buried, you're just existing. And what you have is nothing. You don't move me by how you walk, how you talk, how you sing, because you're not buried. And anything's not buried is not dead. And if you're not dead, you're ground. Let me lay the book and invite me to. Gotta be a dead man. Only the dead man see Christ. Only a dead man can interpret the plans and purpose and promises of God. Only a dead man can hear what God is saying. But if you puffed up full of pride, you can't hear nothing but your mind. But if it is buried, it sprouts and reproduces. If it dies, it reproduces what it never had before. It reproduces God's plan before. It reproduces the promise. See, it couldn't reproduce until it died. Now once it's dead, you can have everything. He said you can have everything he promised, prophesied, and spoken to you. Will start bringing fruit on your tree. But because you're so rebellious and so all for yourself, you can't even bear nothing but what's inside of you. How about he had to plant a whole new tree in this next chapter? He has to plant a whole new tree in this season because you did nothing to water the seeds that were down in the dirt that your dirt has dried up. And as many times as I pulled it and turned it over, still nothing grows because you are so in disbelief. His sovereignty to give you another chance, whether you obey or disobey, whether you choose life or death, whether you choose to live and not die, whether you choose to prosper or stay remaining as that tree. He's going to let that tree stay there for you to look at daily. Because he got to remind you what you look like. So it can motivate you to stay here. The thorns. Even he's not moving it. He's not going to make it go away. Because if he make it go away, you won't remain humble. If he make it go away, you will get puffed up. That's why I remind myself daily where he found me. I remind myself daily where he found me, King, because I never want to get to a place of accumulating some things and forgot I was dirty. So having things will never move me, but having him will build me in confidence. So what he said, next chapter, you're not this yet until you get what's inside of you out. You can become this if you're willing to let that go. How many of you are ready to bury the old tree? I'm going to give you a chance for the first thing out of you. But if you let it go, Reckless in your love. You damaged your tree, I didn't. You damaged your tree. Not your mother, not your father.
Come on.
Because even though you were damaged, your steps were still ordered to the healing center. You and your damaged self, he led you, damaged, to a place of healing. But it was up to you to want to be healed. He led you to the altar Sunday after Sunday. But when you got to your chair, you picked up what you laid down at the altar. He took your damaged stuff and set you beside a neighbor who was already healed. But because you was damaged, you looked at what she had on and not what you was here for. He took you and your damage and put you in a place that wouldn't judge you but loved you. But because you were so damaged, you didn't think it was love, you thought it was fake. And it started walking you back out of here. You went from being in a sanctuary to the hallway. I ain't going to morning prayer. I ain't going to choir rehearsal. I'm getting off the dance team. But baby, did you ever think he tried to get your damaged self delivered? That's why he put you on dance. That's why he put you on a choir. Because he knew if you sat too long, you was going to damage somebody else. He knew if you sat too long, you was going to hurt somebody else. So he moved you when you didn't feel qualified, only to show you how he seen you. But you were so damaged. But you were so damaged that you didn't even know he was ushering you to destiny because your damage trying to rob you of. If I was somebody, I would have ran and put an offering right at the altar.
Jesus. Jesus.
So because they were so damaged, they allowed their wounds to put them in a hallway that they got to look from the door because there's no seats. But not knowing they really had a chance to be healed. But they let them on mental illness to walk them out of everything God put them in to overcome their mental. See, what God do here, he designed and designate you in a ministry that will help you, not hurt you. But it's up to you to realize, I'm put here to be helped. Because if I wasn't put here, I wouldn't read. If I wasn't put here, I wouldn't pray. Isn't it, Felicia, just like God, that people overlook me being damaged, but he qualified me being damaged because he knew I would get to destiny with my damage good. If I came in here fixed, I would have been sophisticated. If I came in here all together, I would have been full of pride. If I came in here having it going on, I wouldn't think I had a problem. But I had to come in here broken to know there was a God that would fix me. I had to come. I had to come in here damaged. Just to know he loved me. See, because my damage told me I was dirty. My damage told me he didn't love me. My damage told me I wasn't qualified. So it was him to lead me here to show me what damaged people look like. Because if everybody was together, I wouldn't have felt like I belonged. So, he allowed me a season. He allowed me a chapter to stay damaged. Who did I come for today? Yvette, he allowed me to stay jacked up. He allowed allowed me to stay in the vestibule. He allowed me. But now he's giving me another opportunity. Because he know I ain't getting rid of all of it. He know I still fall short in some of it. He know every now and then I say I don't want to do that. But his sovereignty say let me. Independence, right? I'm not coming to get you. You got to walk through the door yourself. I was on my way till he reminded me it's independent. I was on my way to prophesy to you. I was on my way to lay hands on you. But I was reminded if you want it, you got it. Oh my God. And the only way you'll see what he has for you, you gotta be not, oh my God. You can't be shameful or prideful to come back in his damage and say, you know why I'm coming to the altar saying it's me again. And guess what? That branch, that tree can't get up here unless it bring itself. And if it don't bring itself, it never come up here. So it miss out on all the blessings up here. It miss out on all the fruit up here. It miss out on position and season. See, let me tell you something that the Lord revealed to us intercessors the other day. One day is a season. They missed it. They missed it. One day you miss here is a season you get from it. So you think you hurting somebody by not coming to corporate prayer? You done missed the whole season of Black Sabbath. You think you hurting somebody because you don't come to dance? You done missed the whole season of Black Sabbath.
Thank you, Lord.
Know why? Because the enemy of your mind made you think you was hurting somebody when you already knew you was going to miss a whole season. So every blessing that was tied to that season, you just missed because you was caught thinking you was mad with somebody, thinking you was hurting somebody, when really it was to set you back. I don't like the devil. So anything God give me, I'm going to deliver. I took my shoes off so I can bounce you back up. We had to die to our flesh. I would like to lay out the blueprint and I'm out of your way. Then you can enjoy this Sunday. Because I'm doing my job. I'm done. I would like to lay out the blueprint for this next chapter. Somebody say new. That your neighbor say new? Tell me that new don't even look like it. That means something about you gotta change in this next chapter. Because the new don't even look like it. Hey, Shakira, move because you ain't got nobody to talk to you. Come on around here. Come on, Shakira. Get right there by Tashara. Right here. And let her baby slide down. Y'all slide down, son. Because I need y'all to speak into each other lives right here. Look to your neighbor and say something has to become new in this season. Something has to become new in this season. And you're not it. They get it back there. Guess what? If ain't nobody talking to you, it's the devil that don't want you to become new. If your neighbor won't talk back, it's the devil that wants you. Come on now. Let's kill the devil. Police, I dare you to run the key. I dare you to run to your sister brother. I dare you to run to another family member. I dare you to run to your husband. I dare you to run to your wife and say something new. Hit the chain. I dare you. I dare you, double dare you. To find somebody and say something has got to change. Something got to be new. Something got to be new. Something is
Gotta change. Something gotta be new.
I can't do. I can't do. I can't tell you. Find another member. Find another member. And say you can't stay the same. And you can do it. And get your money right. Come and do it. You gotta leave in Jesus' name. Something new, something new. Come on, y'all, something new, something new. Come on, come on. Keep it moving, husband. Keep it moving, husband. Keep it moving. Let me close out, y'all. Let me close out. Let me close out. I dare y'all to find these children over here on tablets and iPads and take it from them. Because guess what? They under hypnosis of an iPad and a tablet. And they don't even know what's going on. But this school year, the devil come. They got to know that they know to not bow down. So you got to remove the shackles. You got to remove obstacles. So they can know can nothing do me. Like the Lord. Like the Lord. Let me close out if I can. 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 Let me show us what we need to be rid of to become new. We have to die to our flesh. Our feelings are taking everything personal. Have to die to emotions. And that means pride. What's in the middle? Pride. Cordell said, I like that. What's in the middle? Pride. That I got to die so that you can live. Deliverance curve. What's in the middle? Pride. So the I gotta die so that you can live. The you is dying because the I is in the way. I ain't got no problem. I'm all of that. I'm manna. And the you is dying because I am taking everything personal. It's so defensive. It's so negative. You can't tell nothing to. I know everything. I can do it on my own. I can do it all by myself. I don't need a leader. I don't need a pastor. I don't need the church. But the you is really dying. Everybody stand to your feet. Therefore, coming to the healing center is only one pastor, one shepherd, one head. They told me a long time ago, anything that had more than one head is a monster. That's laying the foundation for this house. That's been given the vision for this house. laying out the mission for this house. And the only way we'll continue to bear fruit in this house is live a fruitful life being tied to this house. Is living accordingly, not fighting against it, operating in deception and manipulation, lying, cheating, rebellion, manipulation, or else you be cut down, pruned. This next chapter, and you will not be allowed in this house. What I mean not allowed, you won't be comfortable. You'll think everybody against you. You'll think everybody talking about you. You'll think nobody like you. You'll think everybody respects you. And the reason why you feel like that is because you really been pruned down and you're naked. Our covering don't stop uncovering. Hold on, let me hear you, Holy Ghost. The Holy Spirit just say our covering don't stop covering us. We uncover ourselves by moving from our covering. Oh, you know she ain't look at me. You know she ain't prayed for me. You know I came to the lounge 3 times. She never laid hands on me. Did God tell me?
That's it.
Because he already knew you was trying. Hold on. He already knew you was operating in deception and manipulation, seeing if I was going to lay hands on you. The enemy made you look like a fool because God already knew your motive. So he overpassed you, passed by you, and made you look like a fool because he only did what you saw. I bet you when I get in this line, she ain't going to touch me. I bet you when I get in this line, she ain't going to lay hands. You already said it before you got here, but you sold it. That's why you reaped it.
Jesus.
Put some worship on that here.
Jesus.
What we got to do in this season? Leave miserable people alone. If they want it, they'll get it. And if they don't want it, leave them. We're in a season of independence. Next chapter. So the people are allowed to poison me with their nonsense. It's what helped me up.
Yes, God.
It's what stopped me. Because I started entertaining the poison they gave me.
Jesus.
So this next chapter, if I gotta walk by myself, I'm walking by myself. If I gotta be alone, I'm gonna be alone. Know why, De'Ara? Because I'm gonna realize I get more done by myself than with the circle. Some of you don't love yourself because you hung in circles for them to love you. Some of you don't like yourself. You know what bothers me, Nicole? The stuff they expect somebody else to do for them, they won't do for themselves. That's what bothers me. Because all of that they want out of you, they won't even take the time out to do for themselves. But they expect you to do it. Shame on you. The blood of Jesus. The devil is a liar. Guess what? I was only called here to do one thing. Let me tell you that. Preach. I wasn't called to do nothing outside of that. I wasn't called to go to houses, hospitals, because you raise up leaders to do that. You raise up ministers. But because of my heart, I will come. But this season, you come. I bid you to come.
My God.
Altar open.